Okay, so the chamber has come and gone. So we'll get through this pretty quick. No titles changed hands. Big shock. I was thinking the Usos probably could have won and had taken the titles off of the New Age Outlaws, or the Middle Age Outlaws, whatever you want to refer to them as. But decent match, they finally kind of started to get going, and then the match ended through old school heel chicanery. That was pretty nice. The Brotherhood beat Rybaxel, so I guess I probably put some again on the more positive path when it comes to being a tag team. Goldust has mentioned that he's not going to face his brother at WrestleMania 30. They would have had an awesome match, but Big E Langston and Jack Swagger. Big E Langston actually does a pretty good job in high-profile matches. He just did not seem to click well with Swagger. So Big E, of course, retained his title. They had a Divas match. Cameron, the Funkadactyl who seems to spend half the match fixing her hair, took on AJ. Again, these two don't have really great chemistry, and Cameron won by DQ, so AJ is still champ. I don't know why, if you're heel and you're a champ, you can't win like a straight match every now and then. And just be like, oh hey, guess what, I'm actually better than you. And then you can have another challenger show up as opposed to constantly having to pretty much squirrel your way into a victory. Titus O'Neil flat out dominated Darren Young, which was very impressive since they broke up a couple of weeks ago. Looking forward to seeing if they do anything with Titus O'Neil and Big E Langston. That could be a pretty solid feud. Two big muscular guys that, if they're allowed to speak on the microphone without having someone write their dialogue for them, will probably put out some pretty memorable promos. Oh, let's see, I've covered the IC title. Oh yeah, I think Batista took on Del Rio. Del Rio did a nice job on doing the cowardly heel. Seeing a pattern here? Sure, every heel now is cowardly. And, Dave won while the crowd booed him incessantly as he's going to go on to main event WrestleMania. Now then our last two matches. So, I'll discuss the non-main event match. The Elimination Chamber. Good showings by Cesaro. Pretty much came down to Bryan, Cena, Orton. The Wyatts hit the ring, attacked Cena, which led to Cena being eliminated. So therefore, pretty much now Bray Wyatt and John Cena are heading to a collision course, which pretty much basically means that the Wyatts are probably going to get absolutely annihilated by one person. The person being John Cena. John Cena was able to beat off like 7 guys in the Nexus in like one single match. He can probably pretty easily defeat the 3 members of the Wyatts. And if he loses them at Mania, then which means he's going to just destroy each of them individually. And then Triple H and Kane mildly got involved. Kane attacks Bryan. Bryan gets an RKO. So through cowardly heel chicanery, first who left with the title was Randy Orton. It was the Randy Orton Batista as the main event. Yeah, good thing you get to watch WrestleMania for free with the WWE Network. So now I'm talking about the actual main event match of the evening. It didn't go on last, but let's be honest, this was the match that you got the pay-per-view for. Wyatt's Shield. Very few matches are almost perfect and tell a fantastic story. You had Wyatt's doing like suicide dives. You had everything. You showed the 3 different components that make up the Shield. And the way Ambrose wrestled, the way Rollins wrestled, the way Roman Reigns almost single-handedly defeated the Wyatts by himself. Just a fantastic job. They built these guys up from when they were in London, and they showed them actually like squaring off, and the crowd was white hot for it. And they teased it and teased it and teased it, and this time they finally had one thing they haven't had in a long time: a successful payoff. This match was perfect. When the WWE Network comes out, make sure that if you haven't seen this match, make sure that you watch this match. This match was virtually flawless, with the Wyatts getting the victory. So, Bray and family, have a lot of momentum going into WrestleMania, where they'll probably get a match against John Cena.